Good
I
morning.
love cheese.
We are the Life Motivators. Yes, we come in here each day to give you the love, the inspiration, the knowledge, and talk about life, things that we're going through. We all want to create something more with our life. We all want a different lifestyle. We all want that more. We all want that more. We want that bigger house. We want that better job. We want that beautiful woman. We want those nice clothes. We want that nice car. Well, are you creating that? Or are you creating excuses for why you're not having them? Me, for so long, I was creating the excuses because I wanted this, I wanted that, but I was finding so many reasons of why I couldn't have it, or what was wrong with me. I wasn't worthy wise, or I don't have the enough money, or my job is not going to support that, or I have too many bills, or you name it. I threw it all out there. But when I started realizing that I could throw those excuses to the curb, I can start taking action within my life to start going towards the visions that I see within me, the visions that I have had for so long, but didn't know how to truly grasp them. But when I surrounded myself with people like you see on this screen this morning, entrepreneurs that opened my mind up to the bigger visions of life and the ways that I could do something different within me in my daily activities to start changing myself and let me know that the excuses that I was having was not conducive, start kicking them to the curb each time one would come up and put a positive aspect of why I should have that and what I need that for within my life. So once I got rid of all the excuses, I was able to turn my life completely around and start moving it into a direction of positive energy, positive aspects, a daily life of good words to myself. And then I was able to come out and do more within my life than I've ever done within the last 3 years because I got in tune with what they were saying, in tune with my spiritual side, in tune with me and what I wanted, my visions, my dreams. And then I quit giving my life to so many other people, stop giving my life, my energy, my time, my thoughts to so many other people, trying to help and assist and fix them when there was only one person that I needed to fix. It was the man in the mirror. So once I started breaking me down and understanding that all those excuses that I was saying, oh, I can't do that for me, but yet I took the time and went out and did it for someone else. Why couldn't I do that for me? If I was giving my energy away so much to be able to make things happen on the monetary side, but yet breaking my physical body down, why couldn't I start balancing everything to where I wouldn't have to break me down, my mental side, my physical side, my love side, my life? I was breaking me down so bad that I was going into a depression. So each day that I now get in here and start living my life and start understanding the bigger visions that I have and the things that I can accomplish. And those things that I think that I can accomplish right quick, I start putting better thoughts to it and start telling that to set aside and telling me that I can't accomplish that. I know I can. And those people that started giving me the voices saying, you're too crazy. You don't have the skills and the talents to be a online marketer. I stopped listening to those people too. They're no longer within my life. I listen to the people that told me whatever you truly desire and that you want to do, then go for it, take action and make it happen. That's what I did. So I started removing the people that was infecting my life with their bad negativity and their excuses as well, and started putting their limited beliefs on me. And then once I realized that they were giving me their opinions that weren't paying my bills, their opinions and their judgment of things that I wanted to do that they have never tried, they've never accomplished, they've never succeeded in. This is something new that we do on a day-to-day basis within our marketing, with our life motivating right here. But within here, we're motivating people to do more within your own life, to move yourself into the direction you want it to go, to create those dreams that you have visions for, but you didn't understand them. Now surround yourself with some of us right here and have a one-on-one conversation and be able to take that dream into clarity and be able to put focus to it and then start moving your life into that dream that you're wanting to live and get out of those excuses. It's not bringing you anywhere. It didn't bring me anywhere. A lot of the people within here learned how to kick them excuses to the curb, and they started putting action to what they wanted into their life to make things happen. And as you see their faces within here, you see smiles upon their faces. Why? Because they're living their life for them, not for others. They get up and they fill their cup first. Then they go out and co-create with others that are wanting to create more within their life. There's many people that come to us all the time and we have conversations with, either within a Zoom meeting like this or one-on-one on the phone. And we have conversations all day about the health, about the balance, about everything that's not working within their life. Then the one question comes up: what actions are you taking to make things happen for your life? Are you putting a different energy to it? Are you putting a new habit to it? If you're sitting here with this same excuse every day, then what do you need to do to get rid of that excuse and put different words to it to make it happen and get rid of it? That's the energy that we put to our life every day. The happiness, the love, the joy. And we create the things that we want, the places we want to go, the things that we want to do. I met Miss Jan Murray, Canada, 3 years ago online. Then I went and traveled to Canada to go meet her. And then what is she doing now today? She is traveling around here in the States, doing what she loves to do, meeting people, connecting with her team members and new team members as well, getting new clients all lined up and set up, because that is the passion that she has, that we all have within our business and our organizations, is those that are wanting more within your life. We want you to have more as well. You want more success? We want you to have more success. You want love within your life? We want you to have more love within your life. You're finding people within here that want you to have more and want you to go for it. We don't want you to sit back and keep telling us why you wasn't able to accomplish it. We want to hold you accountable for the things that you're wanting and want you to keep going for it. Keep moving forward. It will not happen overnight, because it took many years of you to wire yourself into the mind process that you're in right now. And it has to be rewired to let you know that you are worthy and that you can do everything that you truly desire. Those people that you have listened to within your past, do they have the success that you want? Have they built the businesses that you want? Have they put themselves into the monetary lifestyle that you think that you want? We all have our own lifestyle that we want to live, our own life, our own monetary amounts that we want in our bank accounts. That is just something that is allowing us to live the life that we desire. The traveling that I do, to be able to take photography all over the country, to be able to go and host and be at events at different locations, to be able to speak to people about the things that we're doing and how they can do them as well if they truly desire. But if you don't want it, it's okay. One day something will break you down to where maybe you want something more within your life, to know that you don't have to be at that jobby job, that you can create business or businesses, because that's what you want to do. Most people say, well, a brick and mortar is expensive. You're right. It is. A brick and mortar can be very expensive depending on what you're wanting to do. But depending on the product or the service that you're providing to the community, depends on how well you'll do and how well you can market your organization, because that is the biggest part of it. I can build a brick and mortar all day, sitting right there on a corner lot. But if I don't have the right marketing, if I don't have the right strategies, if I didn't have the right plans, would it go anywhere? No. So I started creating something more with people within my life, to know that all the businesses that I have worked and structured them to where they will continuously be making money for me, so I don't have to sit inside of a brick and mortar building. We built online businesses and we're creating more within our life. Why? Because that's the habit of something we wanted more. And it has turned us into better creatures of habit, a habit of love, a habit of knowing that we can inspire others, and knowing that those excuses that we had will never come back into our life. We kicked them to the curb, and that's where they're going to stay. And every day we get up with a smile on our face and love within our heart, because that's the intentions that we put to our day. Are you giving good intentions to your day? Are you focusing on your day, on where you want it to go? Are you making more excuses because you got up and now 4 hours later, it's like, oh, I should have been doing this, but I'm still sitting around just playing on my phone? How many people get up and scroll for hours upon hours, or watch soap operas hours upon hours, wasting time of things that you could be doing within your life? I love going by to see my mom all the time. She's not an online person and she doesn't have to work anymore. But where she spend most of her days? Watching Days of Our Lives. Yes. Many hours that I find that lady behind that TV. It's like, Mom, couldn't you be outside doing flower bed or doing something different? She's doing what she wants, and I'm happy for her. But I just know that that TV, once I released it from my life back in 2000, I've had a better life since. No negativity, don't have to listen to politics. I don't have to listen to the government BS. I don't have to listen to all the negativity on the news reports because they bring nothing of greatness. All they want to do is talk about things that are happening on the other side of the country that I cannot solve or correct. But the main area that we need to correct each day is right here within us. And if you get in tune and start doing a little meditating and start removing the noise from your life and start putting some good words and good thoughts, and where do you truly want to go? Are you planning your day, or is your day planning you? Are you living your life, or is life living you? I want everybody to have a great day. It's an awesome day to be in here. It's an awesome day to give love again. Go ahead, brother.
That's a lot. That's a lot, Thomas. That's real though, man. I had an awesome weekend, so if Julio sounds extra deep and my voice echoes even further, there's a reason behind it all. Our mindset, Thomas, our mindset can either set us free or captivate us. You know, who we are, it all starts up here. It all starts up here. Whether that was shaped or molded by somebody else growing up, you know, or maybe that was the case, and as you began to get older and more mature and more established in life, you begin to renew that mindset, you know, kind of wash that mindset, think of yourself differently, in a better light, you know. But who we are and what we're capable of, it all starts in here. You know, you have the power to do so much. So what's the point of limiting yourself? What's the point of operating in lack? You know, what's the point of negativity? You know, for every, you know, there's a positive and negative, and some of this we need balance, you know, to level itself out in life, in the world. But when it comes to your mindset, when it comes to who you are, when it comes to who you hope to be, anything and everything that person is, that new and improved and future version of you, that better version of you, that latter version of you, it all starts in your mind. Anything and everything you ever hope to be is already inside of you. You already have everything you need at your exposure. You already have it. You're just not looking at it from that frame of mind. That's a reality right there. You already have every little ingredient. If pretend for a second you have a plate of dinner, and you look at this food and you've never seen this food before, and you sit there and you taste it and you go, oh wow, this is the most amazing dish I have ever tasted in my life. How do you make this, Thomas? And Thomas goes, okay, bam, 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 bam. He writes down all the ingredients. And you look, and it's about 40 ingredients. Are you going to look at the ingredients and go, I can't do that? Or are you going to learn what it is to make that amazing dish, to make that amazing meal? You might not even with the instructions, even with every ingredient, down to the amount that you would put in the pinch of salt. You have it all already inside of you. But it's going to take you practicing the proper mindset, which is why we come here day after day after day after day after day. You know why? Because whether you're Thomas, and I use Thomas because he started this thing, and we all look at him at leadership in this. But whether you're Thomas, whether you're Julio, whether you're Jen, whether you're Shannon, whether you're Scott, whether you're Ricky, whether you're anybody who decides to go ahead and speak, whether you're Crystal, you know, to go ahead and partake in and just sharing, you know, positivity, sharing that mindset, sharing your heart and motivation and encouragement. We all have to revisit that mentality of saying, I can do this, of saying, hey, you know what? I got the right ingredients. I am the magic sauce, who I am already. So my questions to you, and I love question forms because my source power, that's how I change. That's how I grow. That's how I mature. That's how I become the better version of me. It always comes in question forms because I need to analyze myself. I need to analyze myself in order to get myself there. So I know that I have all the ingredients. And I'm telling you to affirm within yourself that you already have everything that you ever needed. From this point on into the day that you're no longer here, those capabilities, those ingredients, they're in your DNA. They are who you are. All we need to work on is this mindset. You are who you think you are. So who do you think you are? I could say that at a different tone and sound entirely different. Who do you think you are? See how that comes off? Who do you think you are, my friend? Sir, ma'am, young man, young lady? It's important to think great things of yourself. It's important to think the right things of yourself. If you know you're not right in your thinking, in your being, in your emotions, if you woke up with heaviness, with weight on your shoulders, if you woke up like, all right, I get to do this today, that's good. But if you woke up like, oh, I have to do this today, all right, it's another day. Okay, then you know internally, all right, there's something heavy there. Then begin to wash yourself with positivity. If you haven't already practiced this morning, as soon as you jump off this bad boy, go ahead, look at yourself in the mirror and tell yourself, you are more than capable. You are a conqueror. And guess what? Tell yourself also, I love you, person. I love you, me. Begin to practice gratitude. Begin to look at yourself from a different frame of mind and say, you know what? Julio was right. I made it this far. That means I can make it to tomorrow. Why am I feeling so defeated? Why am I feeling like the weight of the world is on my shoulders? Why am I feeling like I'm incapable of doing something? If you already have all the ingredients, which you do, then you're more than capable. Get out of your own way. Begin to wash yourself and affirm great things in yourself, in your own thinking. That's why I asked you the question, who do you think you are? Source power. You guys know my beliefs, and some of the individuals in here, we practice the same belief system, but we will not push our belief system on you, okay? I wrote a couple things down. So what you think about your source, whatever your source is, think about this, okay? And what you think about your source and your source power determines who you are. If you're drawing from that source, you only can reach the limits or the capabilities of what the source tells you, what your belief in who you are and how you think and how you operate across the board. That's your source. So how great is your source? How great is that power? Is that source capable? And I'm not questioning you to change sources, not at all. I'm telling you to analyze this internally, mentally. We only can become as great as what we came from. A table comes from a tree. Toothpicks come from a tree, from wood. Things that we build and we craft, they come from trees, they come from wood, they come from that. We only can be as great as our source. And at that, the limitations, whether it is in lack, and I don't want to, for lack of better words, using the word, whether it's at a minimal level or a maximum level, that's better verbiage, better words. So whatever that source is, it's important that you tap into it. It's important that you wash yourself in it. It's important that you elevate and analyze yourself to look, okay, well, what is my source? Do I draw from it daily? Am I being recharged? Am I being equipped daily? Is it proving to be effective for my heart? Is it proving to be effective for how I look at life? Me and Thomas say it all the time, our eyes and our ears are the windows to our soul. So what are you capable of? I just told you a second ago. You're more than capable of anything, but do you believe it? Is it what you think of yourself? Those things are important. They're vital. Are you going to choose to live your life feeling defeated, feeling like my battery is drained because you didn't tap into your source, or you're not even sure what the capabilities of what that source is? Think about that. So I'll say that again in case you missed it. What you think about your source power determines what you do and who you are. I have a couple more questions, and I'll kind of summarize this. Will yourself, this is encouragement, I'm sorry. Will yourself to greater heights in life. You are stronger than you think. You are smarter than you think. Everything, not every person, but everything on this earth was made to advance you. It was made to submit under your authority. We created these things. The cell phone, we created it. The internet, we created it. The house that you're in, we created it. Technology, we created it. Cars, airplanes, trucks. I mean, you name it. Guess what? We created it. What are you creating? If somebody else created it, and we're all flesh and blood, we all got, well, the majority of us have, 10 fingers, 10 toes. We have a heart, lungs, organs, a brain. We're all capable of anything we can put our mind to, but you need to believe such a thing. Otherwise, we wouldn't have created so much. Some people go, oh, only God can create. Only the creator can create. I just proved you wrong, my friend. And I don't say that to prove you wrong. I say that so you can stop operating off of limitation.
Co-creating at its best.
Go ahead, Thomas.
Miss Jen, go ahead.
Love y'all, man.
That was awesome, Julio. And I can tell that you spent the weekend working on your mindset going to the event. You can just hear it in your voice and the energy. And what you said about creating is so, so true and powerful, in the sense that, a lot of the time we get stuck in our jobs, or we get stuck in our life situations, the rat race, the hamster wheel, like I like to say, and we forget to create, right? We forget it. A lot of the time, you look at kids, maybe you have children yourself, and look at how content they are in their imagination, in their creativity. They make stuff out of things that, to us doesn't seem real, but to them it's their whole world. And if we go back to that mentality of where we were kids, where we weren't so afraid of failing, we're willing to try stuff, we're willing to be, not normal per se, to create things, to have fun. That's what it's all about. So while some of us are stuck in this rat race and just staying in that rat race, and we're not working on bettering ourselves, we're not working on creating things, other people are. And once you tap into your creative mind and you tap into that creative ability, really the sky is the limit. It doesn't slow down. So, take that, run with it, and you're going to see that you can do whatever you put your mind to, and you can help a hell of a lot of people along the way tap into theirs. So yeah, it was really powerful.
Thank you, Jen.
That's another thing. You can't just, that's a mic drop moment, Jen, and you just left it like it was nothing. Like, you either grab it or you don't. How many lives are your lives, guys, attached to? How many people are in your circle? How many people could you be impacting? You think about them all the time. You're always mindful. They're always on your heart. You're thinking about such and such person and this person and that person and that person and this. You know how I know this stuff? You're like, how does Julio know my mind? No, because you're in this circle. You're on here this morning. You've been tuning in this morning, which means what? You're a like-minded person, just like Julio, just like Thomas, just like Jen. That means you're already like-minded. There's so many lives that are connected to your life. What are you gonna do about it, my friend? That's powerful right there. To know that you can impact the world. If 12 people can change the world. I ain't never been to Israel. I ain't never been on the other side of the globe, but I'm gonna go one day. But if 12 people can change the globe, the world, forever, still to this day, what can you do? What can we do? There's more than 12 of us. Come on. Woo.
Power.
Man, if that don't wake you up, I don't know what will.
That's it. Power in co-creating together each day. That's what we did here. Co-creating each day to make life a better situation for each one of us. And like he said, we're all impacted to each other. Go ahead, Ricky. You had something? Brother Ricky?
Well, I did have something, but now after Julio done blown it out of the park. Well, we were talking about manifestation, and see, I took a short trip this weekend to support one of our online family members, and it was powerful, right? And while I was up there, that's the where the invention of the steam locomotive was, in that small little town, which that's powerful. Then I got to thinking, man, I've always wanted to ride a train. I've ridden them in Europe, the bullet trains that go super fast, and never rode one in my own country. So, couldn't ever catch a train ride because they was booked up. It was a big festival weekend. And then I was going to be on standby at noon. But Caressa, we met up for breakfast and stuff. And then we looked at the time because they were super busy. And she said, oh, man, if we run, we can see if you can get on that train. I said, I'm not even worried about this right here. Is what it's all about. I'm here to, have a mastermind with you, relate. Let's see what your thoughts are, what my thoughts are. And this is more important. Whatever's going to happen, if I make the train, I make the train. If I don't, I don't. It's no big deal. If it's meant to be, it's meant to be. So skipping forward a little bit. So after we ate breakfast, yes, I missed the train and all that good stuff, or my standby position. And then, so I walked around the little town and talked to some health and wellness people and different things like that. And met some interesting people and sent her some information about the people I met. Also, so I looked down at my clock and I was like, well, it's 2:22. I started thinking, I said, let me go over here to this. There's another train coming at 3 o'clock. And I'm planning on leaving the city at 5 anyway. So I went over there and they said, we've been looking for you. We have one cancellation of one seat on this 200-passenger train. And would you like to take it now, or is it too late? I said, it's perfect. Here you go. Here's $20. Manifestation, because I released it earlier that day. But in my passion, I still want it. But if it's going to happen, it'll happen on its own terms. It's out there. And that's me manifesting, thinking about wanting it, desiring it, releasing Jesus that is inside of me. Outward. We all have, it's in God's hands, but we have God within us. He is in us, and we're not reaching for him. We don't have to reach up high. We don't have to reach all out. But I'm not going in the religious factor of it, but it is in our heart. And then what happens? When I was on the way home, I was like, you know what? I was denied the trip to Mount Mitchell, the highest mountain on the eastern coast. And, just because my family has a certain fear factor, okay? So that was on my trip last year. So this time, guess what? I set my GPS, drove from that location. I drove, it was 10 and a half hours, and I made it at basically sunrise on top of Mount Mitchell and spent the day. Well, I spent about half a day until about noon, and I knew I had to get back home to my family, but, I almost cried because I didn't want to leave. It reached me. It was the highest energy I've ever felt in a long time. 20 years ago, I was in mountains in Europe. I can relate to that. And it brought me back to my childhood nature and my exploring. And it has connected me back to that past when I joined the military, when I wanted the adventure to see this world, to see what all it has to offer, not just going out killing people, to see the different cultures and the values I can grab from the people in my journey that I meet. Just like this weekend, I connected with you, Thomas, Shannon, Caressa, Mike Hollis, everybody in person. And it was so powerful. Out of anything else out of the journey as well, that's where it started. But it took me manifesting, thinking about it, to even go, to step out, to take a break. I haven't been away from my kids in over 40 years by myself, and this was amazing. And it woke me up inside. And I said, this is what I want, and this is what I can do, because I just proved it myself. I marked off 2 bucket list things on my thing in less than 2 days, major ones. Doing some traveling, connecting, riding a train that I've always wanted to ride. And I wanted to go to some mountains in the United States. And guess what? I did it. And I want more. I'm going to get more, and it's coming. I'm planning other trips. It's all about what we think, and we use it, and we go after it. Take action on it. It's not going to fall in your lap. It's definitely not. But if you manifest it, it'll happen. And it can be not even expensive at all if you work it right. But I love y'all.
We love and appreciate you. And it was awesome to be able to connect with you this past weekend. For sure. To be able to spend the time to fellowship mastermind like we did. Yes. What did he do? He kicked the excuses to the curb of saying why he couldn't drive 16 hours. He went and got a daggum rental car and he made the shit happen. He took action upon his life. He wanted something different. Did he know about the steam engines and all that when he got over there? No. But as he was walking around exploring the town, the small little town it was in, he seen the different historical sites that were there and the things that were new to him. So then he was able to do some other stuff that he didn't even know he was going to be able to do at that time frame while he was there. He brought so much joy to our life this weekend. He brings so much joy to people's lives every day. Like Julio and Jen said a while ago, we are connecting to so many people with the different things that we're doing within our lives. The love that we're being able to give out, the energy that we're learning from different skills that we're getting within our lives. You don't see spring chickens all up in this screen, sitting here bitching and complaining about things that aren't giving to us. You're looking at people in here, their faces that have been through life, been through crap, have children, if not more than, 2. Some of us have 5 or 6, So, hey, we all live life. You see us in here. We all have heartbeats just like you. We all put our pants on the same way you do each day, one leg at a time. And as we put those on, there's no one that in this room that is better than anybody else. We all greatness within our own physical bodies. We're all co-creating awesomeness on a day-to-day because that's what we feel. That's what we possess. That's what we focus on. That's the value that we hold highest within us is the love and the awesomeness that we have. This secret sauce, it's not secret. It's been passed around for thousands of years. It's love. Loving yourself before you can love others. Loving life each day for the things that you're able to do and create. And Julio said it a while ago. The Creator created us, yes, but we're here to co-create with his energies and his knowledge and each other's experiences together. And it is a great day to co-create every day. When you wake up, that sun is shining. That gives you another opportunity to see another painting that will never be painted again. To listen to the birds, to the nature, to the wind across the trees on the leaves as the seasons is changing right now. Got 90 days left in this year. What actions are you going to take to make you a better person, a better version? Go ahead, Miss Jen.
Yeah, I just, I'll make this really quick because I know that we don't want to take up everybody's morning, but I just wanted to shout out really quick, first of all, to Ricky, because first of all, you can hear the excitement in his voice and the fact that he jumped over, he made this happen for himself, even though it wasn't the easiest thing to do. You can just tell from his voice that, he feels happy. He feels accomplished that he's done those things. And Julio, for instance, right? Spending the weekend, diving deep into himself, doing some self-discovery. Like, that's really awesome. And the thing is with this is that it doesn't matter. You don't have to compare yourself. You don't have to do what everybody is doing. You don't have to follow the wheel. You don't have, the trends or the people. I'm not very good with verbiage, but you don't have to follow everybody. You have to do what you have to do for you, what you have to do for your personal life, what you have to do for your personal development. But the whole point is you got to do it. And then you can see, and that's the thing Thomas and I have found over this last 3.5 years, this journey. When you do see people doing those things, the stuff that matters to them, the stuff that makes them happy, and you can see it, you can hear it in their voice. It's really awesome. It's really exciting. So I just wanted to shout out and say that. And for anyone else who hasn't got there yet, take the first steps. Just start really thinking about what it is that makes you happy. Clearly what makes you happy, not the stuff that you think will make you happy or the stuff that you think you're supposed to do, but the stuff that truly, truly matters to you, because that's what's really, really important. So anyways, awesome, guys. I'm happy for you, Ricky. It's wicked.
It is. All right, guys, we're going to move this one on. because it is, like I said, we don't want to take up everybody's time. We know Mondays are very valuable to some people. They have to go and chase their blues. Hey, guess what? We don't have the Monday blues within here. We love Mondays because any day that ends in a Y puts a smile on our face. Hey, I love that. We're going to pass this on to Miss Shannon to wrap us up with some affirmations this morning. Go ahead, Miss Shannon.
Good morning, everybody. When you commit to being completely free of excuses, you will catapult your results in life and business. Why? Because there are no excuses holding you back from taking courageous steps of faith toward the achievement of your goals and dreams. This doesn't happen overnight. If you've had a life filled with excuses, then they just won't automatically disappear. Commit to saying out loud every day, I am free of excuses. Even if you aren't fully free of excuses yet, keep on saying it until you are. Say it now. I am free of excuses.
I am free of excuses. Those words right there at the very beginning. I am. Now, what power words are you going to put behind those? Because every day Miss Shannon gives us some awesome affirmations to be able to give back to you of something that you could do on your own as well. The power of that pen and that piece of paper, and you visually getting to see things that you're writing that you want within your life. I am awesome. I am greatness. I am beautiful. I am kicking my excuses to the curb. I am taking actions for the things that I want within my life. I am going to write a bucket list. I am going to accomplish some of those things on my bucket list. I am going to be able to create more within my life because I am surrounding myself with other people that are supporting me with a co-creative mindset to be able to do more within my own life. Love and appreciate you all. It's been an awesome day. See y'all tomorrow.
Love you.